who's in the unions that are under COSATU are with this federation.
That the cooperative sector must be allowed to operate at the local government level.
As SANCO, have been working
to ensure that we build cooperatives that will assist us to fight against poverty. We hope that municipalities, as they come in office after the 3rd of August elections, they will implement that program. Members of SANCO, wherever they are, they will have also responsibility of engaging with the councillors, discuss with them, don't protest if you have not spoken to the leadership that lead the municipalities. We must only protest only if the company that we deploy to work for the community are not doing what the manifesto of the ANC said that they must do. We hope that everyone will work together with us to drive this development.
Because you work 24/7,
SANCO is convinced
was about
that we must request NETLEC together with COSATU to declare, because NETLEC is labor's, communities, government, is business, that they should declare that 2017 to 2027 as a decade to intensify training program of the workers of our country. That we must train workers, we must retrain them and train them, we must skill them and reskill them with relevant skills in order for them to be employed or for the skills that are required by the industry. We believe that there are resources. If we mobilize them and use them appropriately, we'll be able to do so. That every worker, those who are employed, those who are unemployed at the moment, should be trained. We think that the community colleges will also assist us in economy as we enter the radical phase of economic transformation.
And because it can only be resolved by a revolution, this new federation must discuss and debate that the working class do need its own political organ. A political organ whose interest, whose mission and vision is to serve you, the workers. Because many of the political parties we have, they serve the interests of the dominant class in society. Who killed workers in Marikana? Who killed workers in Marikana? It's a fundamental question that the working class, now is the time. Now is the time that the working class must organize itself as a class for itself. All other classes are vacillating classes. They always check around who's got bread. They go to that side. If bread is on our side for a moment, they come to our side. Gonga pinga pi kopi ezingena mkheba. Comrades, we want to say the governing party and all of them, they are in a crisis. They were advised by rating agencies to champion these policies for the past 22 years. But they remain very shy to face the fact that these policies have failed. It is time for the ANC government to dump gear. It is time for the ANC government to dump the NDP if this country is going to have the future. Down with gear, down! Down with NDP, down! But unfortunately, they have run out of ideas. The capitalist orthodox that advise them are not helping them. The rating agencies that advise them to take this neoliberal path are busy downgrading them. In fact, they say, we gave you a wrong medicine, it makes you sick, but you know, you must not just take it 3 times a day. You must drink it and drink it But the outcome is that you are dying and dying, and as you are dying and dying, they continue to take you to a junk status, to downgrade you. We think that they must wake up. And by the way, we are not going to wait for them to wake up. They have slept for the past 22 years. We must embark on a rolling mass action and demand what must happen. We know what must happen. They must cut interest rates. They must nationalize the commanding heights of the economy. They must bring back capital controls. They must make sure that all products to create jobs are all designated, because we've got capacity to produce those products here and create jobs. We know that. But they're not going to listen if this new federation is not going to call to workers in the public service, to workers in the country, to join ukukulela ngoko of demanding that we want change, and we want change now. So comrades, we're demanding that we can't afford not a single jobs. We can't afford to lose not a single job. The jobs in the mining industry must be defended. The jobs in the manufacturing sector must be defended. We need to have an agent meeting with government to make sure that they must take agent measures to arrest this situation. Sizawungena ekholi njengengolofana ngeendaba zezwe lethu. Sizawungena ekholi njengengolofane ngeendaba zezwe lethu. Nangamasoldier esikhomba ngomratata ngabe kwenze njani na othina sawubulawelani na. Siyabulawa izinja, siyabulawa. Siyabulawa izinja, siyabulawa. Siyabulawa izinja, siyabulawa. Siyabulawa izinja, siyabulawa. Hey mama. Siyabulawa amandla. Viva May Day of Workers, viva! Forward to a new federation, forward! Thank you very much.
Siyabulela Comrade Jim. He has said a mouthful. I'm having leaders from different organizations here, and I would love them to come and greet you all and introduce themselves. Whilst they are doing that, I want a cultural group called Red Beret to prepare themselves.
Mama we mama we mama we mama we mama tulungakan mama we mama.
Viva Badiri, viva! Viva Basebeti, viva! Forward with an independent federation, forward! Comrades, I am Kagiso Mokaila, the President of National Union of Public Service and Allied Workers. Viva Numsa, viva! Viva all the unions, viva! Comrades, history has taught us that if you do not know where you come from, you will never know where you are going to. We come from a very painful experience. That is why we meet here today to say, forward with a new independent federation, forward.
The next leader, please.
Amandla!
Amanda! Viva Numsa, viva! Viva Numsa, viva! Viva Numsa, viva! Comrades, I'm a very happy person today. Very happy today to be sitting today next to Comrade Vavi and Comrade Jim. And the only thing that makes me happy, what makes me more happy, is that they have seen the light. They know what independence of the trade union means today. And comrades, through an independent trade union movement or trade union federation, there lies our liberation. Following bluntly political parties will never get us anywhere, as we have seen. And we urge all of us, like Comrade Jim has so correctly said, to say let's go all out and organize for all these unions which are here today. Let's organize all the public servants. Let's organize all the metal workers. Let's organize all the people in the mining industries. Let's organize all the people in the farming industry so that we build this organization, this newborn baby, but it's a small baby who has grown, who is born with a full teeth and start running immediately he is born. So this is a miracle child that has been born yesterday, and let's nourish him with our support. As NUPSO, we will be taking to the street in terms of what we resolved yesterday. We'll be having one of the biggest march on the 3rd. On the 3rd of this month, we'll be taking on government, the Gauteng government, and the Department of Health for their exploitation of our people. They are exploiting our CCGs, the people that they call community caregivers. We're saying down with... Yeah. Sorry, comrades. I've been interrupted. But comrades, I must continue to say, I'd like to thank you, all of us who are here today, as well as all the leadership that is here, for being here today. I normally introduce myself as Success Mataitsane, the General Secretary of the most powerful union in the public service. Amanda!
Leaders, please, greetings, not speeches, please.
Matla! Matla! Matimba! Aina! O buang o ke Sello Selepe wa mokgatlo o bitswang Demausa o tswang mo mokgatlong o bitswang SAMU ba le ba go utswa tšhelete ba magodu dimpša. Viva Numsa, viva! Viva the new federation, viva! Matla!
Amandla! Phansi namagwala namapetshepetshe ofundzweni phansi. Viva new federation, viva! Ubumbano labasebenzi bakahulumende, ubumbano. Amandla! Mna ndingumabhelonke. Uthobile uMaphelo. Ndola. Ndingumongameli walambutho kuthiwa yi-South African Public Service Union. Umbutho abasebenzi bonke bakahulumente. Ukwenzela into yokuba abasebenzi bakahulumente banikeze inkonzo kumuntu wonke ngokulinganayo kweli lizwe. Amandla! onke abasebenzi abanengqondo abangaphesheya mabangene kule mibutho engaphakathi. Phambili nomzabalazo wabantu phambili.
Izwe lethu iAfrika, Africa for Africans, Africans for humanity, humanity for God. Comrade, forward to the new federation, forward. Forward to the new federation, forward. My name is Peter Serobe, the President of South African Civil Servants Union, SACSU. Today we are making history, comrade. Go out there and tell other workers that history was made today. I'm very proud about Comrade ZV. He took a stand. He's man enough to take a stand against capitalism. Forward with Comrade ZV, forward. Amandla, izwe lethu, iAfrika.
Matla, matla, matla. Oh, yesterday we learned that this, because we are in a transition, this whole thing of matla must come down, So you are not really encouraging comrades the way you are responding. If we do not respond in the manner in which we want, we might have to consider, dealing away with matla. Matla, matla. Forward with workers' units, forward. Forward with workers' units, forward. Comrades, OMMVA ki thulaganyo. Libitso ki thulaganyo sefane ke gaushubelwe ke represent batshameki ba kgwele ya dinao as the General Secretary. As a union, we're here to support and join with yourselves to celebrate and commemorate this day, Workers' Day. Matla!
Amandla! 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 Viva Nakto Viva! Viva Nakto Viva! Forward with Nakto Viva! Comrade, my name is Vernon Rachile. I'm from South Africa Private Security Workers Union, SAPSU. We are representing security officers around the world. Amandla! Amandla! Viva Nakto Viva!
I'm probably the shortest unionist here today. Thank you. Viva New Federation, viva! My comrades, the stage is dominated here by males, and I'm a tiny female. So if I say something, you just go, viva, Comrade Charlene! I'm the president of the Media Workers Association of South Africa, and we could not be more proud to be part of this wonderful federation. I say everything happens for a reason. And Comrade Vavi, you're sitting here today, expelled by that other federation to form this federation, and I'm very proud. Mwasa is proud to be part of this federation. Viva New Federation, viva!
She's so right. Women are so few here. And I said it yesterday, I'm saying it again today. We should go out and organize more women, especially in the decision-making bodies. Yes, Izani Bafazi, Izani. I've got an announcement to make. The bus, Yase Western Cape is leaving. So I'm a member, Saga Numsa. I asked to go to the bus. And then another announcement is that we know that HIV and AIDS igriba abasebenzi. So we have got a clinic behind the stadium. We've got nurses there who are doing counseling and testing for free. They are also doing blood glucose tests as well as blood pressures. So feel free to use these services. because you are empowered if you know your status. If you know your status, you can take medication in time, and then you can live a long and fruitful life. And then leadership, please.
Amandla! Amandla! Qina msebenzi uzonqoba qina. Igama lamakhosikazi. Malibongwe. Comrade Gertrude Khoza, the president of Hotelica, representing AMA sectors, catering industry, security industry, and the cleaning sectors. AMA sectors that it's earning the lowest salaries. And we think and hope that today, I think the national minimum wage would look to those women who are earning the lowest salaries. Amandla! Viva Naktu Viva!
Amandla! Viva! I nearly said Samu. Matusa, viva! Comrades, my name is Audrey. I'm representing the Municipal and Allied Trade Union of South Africa, Matusa. Comrades, I'd also like to take the opportunity to say happy birthday to our General Secretary today. It is his birthday indeed. For us, it is history in the making. Amandla!
Qina msebenzi uzonqoba qina. Ayikhuli federation entsha yabasebenzi ayikhule. Sithi phambili ngale federation that will going to step down their foot phambili. Comrades, today we have made history today, comrades. Today, comrades, is a special day for abasebenzi. Today, South African has seen the new federation iyakhula, comrades. This is Deputy President of ICUSA, organizing in ICT sector. Phambili nge-federation entsha phambili.
Amandla, awethu, viva msebenzi viva. Viva msebenzi viva. Qina msebenzi qina. uRaymond Mnguni okhulumayo ubuya kwaFood and Allied Workers Union FAU. Amandla.
Amandla, awethu, viva Unity of the Workers, viva. Comrade, this is Levi Zwane from Democratic Postal and Communication Workers Union, DPACU in short leadership. Viva, workers, viva.
Amandla, awethu, viva the new federation, viva. We're calling upon all unorganized correctional officers who are in pop crew next door to come to the South African Correctional Services Workers Union, SACOSU. Warders in Pretoria must come and join SACOSU. Comrade, the comrade behind the voice is the Deputy President of SACOSU, Mabuchachi. Thank you.
Qina msebenzi qina. Amandla. My name is Andile Nkosibomvu, the General Secretary of Federal Council of Retail and Allied Workers, FEDCRO. Qina msebenzi qina.
Viva New Federation, viva! Viva New Federation, viva! Down with exploitation of teachers in private schools, down! Down with exploitation of the mother of all professionals, viva! Viva, comrade, viva! I want to report something to Comrade Vivi today. We are exploited in private schools. We are exploited, badly exploited. Viva Prisau, viva! This is Chaban Nwabe, the president of Prisau, Private School and Allied Workers Union, viva!
Viva New Federation, viva! Viva New Federation, viva! I'm Carlo from the Union Kasavu. I am the Assistant General Secretary from our side, from the Western Cape. We just want to send our solidarity and unity in everything that is going hand in hand with that. This day, 1886, that looked like that was yesterday. We have a backlog of 130 days. We must work very hard to eradicate this backlog of 130 days. Amansra! Amansra!
Amandla! Amandla! Viva the new federation, viva! Viva the new federation, viva! Viva all the unions of South Africa, viva! Viva the unions which are supporting the new federation, viva! Aibu, yeah! Aibu, yeah! Comrades, igama lami ndingumzoleli wakwaXwase. Ndizorepresenta i-National Public Service Workers Union. Ethe jikelele wonke umhlaba apha eSouth Africa. Ngicela ukuthi maqabane ngenamhlanje njengoba sikulo mkhumbi sinyuke nobawo uzwela izimavavi. Siyazi into yokubana njengoba sikule ndawo sihlelela ukubambana silwe necorruption ese-South Africa. Enkosi.
Amandla! Phambili nge-New Federation, phambili! Comrade Oemi Mopilalo na Wikipita Ntsime, Provincial Chairperson, South African Policing Union, SAPU, organized within a police service. Today we say 23 years of independence. Now we are starting the federation, independence. Phambili nge-New Federation, phambili! Manda! Manda! Matimba! Matimba! Matla! Onokuhamba ni mashudu wa rapeta, uko represent the National Transport Movement, rione ka transporto, satau yoroba mbamroba, oto salo ribulunge. Riko ribuwa.
Viva, comrade, viva! Viva, basebenzi, viva! Amandla! Amandla! Lo akhuluma uRelton Zezemane ku ngirepresenta Security Cleaning Manufacturing and Allied Workers Union.
Basebenzi, at this moment, I'm going to ask the president of NACTU, Comrade Joseph Maqhekeni. Now he's allowed to give a speech. The others must just greet. I-agenda yama-capitalist. Agenda yama-capitalist. Basebenzi kulani. This is not a funeral. This is your celebration. Agenda yama-capitalist.
Amandla! 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 Viva NACTU, viva! Viva New Federation of the Workers, viva! Viva the independent of the workers, viva! Viva worker control, viva! Long live the spirit of the workers, long live! Comrade, because I have to rush to SABC now, I had to quickly give what NACTU thinks. Comrade, when NACTU was formed on the 10th of October 1986, it was formed on the principles of the independence of the labor movement.
It was formed on the principle of worker control. It was formed on the accountability of the workers. Real independence, thanks to those in the boardroom of COSATU for expelling Comrade Vavi. Thank you very much for expelling Numsa. Because the workers today, NACTU included, we are part of the new initiative. This new child, this was born yesterday. NACTU has to go to the structures and ensure that as we move forward, we move together with the workers who are exploited, who are independent, who are not an extension of government or of a political organization. Viva Matla, viva! Comrade, the youth of this country between ages of 21 and 35 is unemployed. As I speak here, I also sit in the National Skills Authority that is ensuring that sitters are doing what they are supposed to do to ensure that the workers of this country, the youth in particular, are trained and developed. We must resist from our sectors that the National Skills Fund be controlled by the Department of Higher Education. We must not allow the centralization of the monies that are supposed to train yourselves. We need workers if we are to destroy unemployment, poverty, inequality, and corruption. By ensuring that the workers, the youth in particular, are given the skills. It must come to an end that when new projects in this country, your energy, whatever, workers' skills are exploited outside the borders of this country while unemployment is over 40%. We will destroy that by ensuring that workers are trained, are developed, are exposed to all skills that this country needs most. Comrade, once more, those unions that have left the federation, that is the extension of government. Thank you very much for coming to your senses, for coming together to the other workers that are willing not to. Comrade, there's no time in this country that one family controls government, controls the economy. It is in our hands. Comrade, as I speak today, NACTU support this initiative. It will continue working with yourself, Comrade Vavi. It will continue working with yourself, Comrade Jim. I've said already, in NETLEC, as you are not part of NETLEC as yet, we are there on your behalf. We need your input in the discussion at NETLEC. We have agreed with Numsa that they will form part and parcel of the NETLEC Energy Task Team because you are there, comrade. We will ensure that in the issue of the national skills development, in this issue of the CETA landscape, you are not left out. As I speak, yesterday in the National Skills Authority, we became aware that Numsa is one of the unions that have submitted that in the CETA landscape, in the issue of skills, we cannot change CETAs at this moment. We cannot take monies of yourselves and your employers to go to the National Skills Authority, to go to the Department of Higher Education.
These monies are there for yourselves to work. NACTU will join this new federation, this new initiative in the streets, in the corners, in factories, so that we can change the lives of the people. Your principles, as I said, are the principles that were founded by NACTU in 1986. We are not jealous of those. We are very happy of this initiative. With that, comrade, I have to run. I can talk until tomorrow. Viva New Federation, viva! Viva NACTU, viva! We are calling even those workers who are celebrating their poverty, their unemployment, their corruption in Pretoria today, that this is your home. Amanda!
To show that he was talking with passion. We are going to continue with the greetings from the leadership.
Hola babereki, hola. Viva babereki, viva. I'm Malosi Kutumela, the president of the Professional Educators Union. You know, I'm very much excited today when we see people, Babanale said, because politically non-alignment is the way to go. Is the way to go. Viva Babereki, viva. Go and tell all those teachers or the Professional Educators Union is there for them. And we support the move. Viva, leaders, viva.
Viva basebenzi, viva! Viva basebenzi, viva! Viva to the new Federation of Workers, viva! A special viva to Amapingas and Bagwami, viva! Omipamgwenu, Karabo Gamtsuhi, First Deputy President, the National Transport Movement. Tada.
Kita Taganato, Taganato, Kita Taganato, Taganato. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We are the mobilizers. This is the General Secretary of Vision Integrated Workers Union. Our presence here is to register the fact that, youngest as I am leading this trade union in a food and beverage sector, it is our responsibility and role, Comrade Vavi, to ensure that the youth participate and is active, and the youth is informed, so that the youth cannot be misled. Not again, not now. This is why we are here. Amandla, viva the new federation, viva. Siyabonga, Commander Jim will address the issue of the land. Siyabonga. Thank you very much.
Amandla! Amandla! Makabana can't hear you. Amandla! Gina, Gina! Lisa Rothenheimer from the South African Musicians and Artists Union. Young people, the previous speaker has said it. Pambili, new federation, Pambili, with the support of you, the young workers.
Amandla! Amandla! Forward with the new revolutionary federation, forward!
Comrades, I am Ephraim Patlele, the General Secretary of the National Transport Movement. The message that I would want to send out to all workers, including leaders present here, is that post this event, we must go out there and recruit all workers who are outside this new federation to join the trade unions that are in this federation for us to be able to engage in a revolution of the working class with them marching side by side. Thank you.
Amandla! Matimba! I'm Numsa Mavuso from Security Forces Union. That is defense. I'm here to say to all the soldiers out there, let us come out and consider ourselves as workers. As workers celebrate this day today, locally, internationally, in SADC countries, let us say to soldiers in uniform, march to the new federation and get a better education and be treated very well. I'm saying to the government out there, take care of soldiers because we are here to make sure that there's security in our country. I'm here to say to soldiers out there, pantsing a corruption, pantsing a corruption, pantsing. I'm saying to the soldiers that have fallen outside the boundaries of South Africa, to the families that are left with no husband, the sons and the mothers, we celebrate this day to salute those soldiers. Amandla! Amandla! Matla!
Viva Zelenzi Mavavi, viva! Viva Ivan Jim, viva! Viva Numsa, viva! Viva Prisau, viva! Forward with new federation, forward! Comrade Wabulela Molilona, Philip Machava from Prisau, I'm General Secretary.
Amandla! Amandla! Viva Sasau, viva! Comrades, my name is Mike Ngolowa. I'm the General Secretary of South African State and Allied Workers Union, the victims of the OSD. I want to call all of them to come together so that we go and reverse the OSD. Amandla!
Amandla! Amandla! Viva New Federation, viva! Coming from the Finance Union of Workers, FUO, we also like to support, and we support fully, the new federation. Just help us with one thing. When you go to malls and you go into the banks, tell all those bank workers to stop behaving like cheese boys and cheese girls and join FUO. Thank you.
Viva Basebenzi, viva! Viva Basebenzi, viva! My name is Paulina Nkosi, Second Vice President of National Council of Trade Union. Viva Naktu, viva!
Amandla! Amandla! Mina nikubheni wakamadiba ndimele imboni amateksi e-National Taxi Forum asihambisi bodwa sinama-hawkers la uthola khona itaxi uthola ihawker so impilo yethu sonke tata uvavi sikunye nawe tata abantu babeteksini yazi ukuthi la sikhona kwamanje sihluphekile isikhathi manje sokuthi ihambe inhlupheko sithi phambili ke new federation phambili phambili hayi ingenile manje ngiboni siyaphambili asishiyi siqhubekela phambili siyabonga.
Thanks to all the leaders. Basebenzi Mamelani, please. Mamelani. Yeah, they've had enough. Basebenzi. At this moment, we are going to have a cultural group, Babazani. And then you can go on with the slogan while they are coming onto the stage.
Hey, America, yeah, yeah. Orukuze kuveneli.
Thank you, God. Great.
Bangobani bonala. Angobani bonala. Bangobani bonala. Angobani bonala. Soba shayangengo. Kabi kabi kabi. Soba. Kabi kabi. Soba. Kabi kabi. Soba shayangengo. Au kabi kabi kabi. Soba. Kabi kabi. Soba. Kabi kabi. Soba shayangengo. Bangobani bonala. Soba kabisela. Bangobani bonala. Soba shayangengo. Bangobani bonala. Soba kabisela. Bangobani bonala. Soba shayangengo. How pega. Soba. How pega. Soba shayangengo. Kabi kabi kabi. Soba. Kabi kabi. Soba. Kabi kabi. Soba shayangengo. Bangobani bonala. Soba kabisela. Bangobani bonala. We mama mi wo songlanda. Oh mama mi ngikumbule. Mama mi wo songlanda. Mama mi ngikumbule. Mama mi wo songlanda. Mama mi oh mama wa mi kumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi zan. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi kumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi kumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Oh mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. We mama wa mi wo songlanda. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi ngikumbule. Mama wa mi we. Mama wa mi we. Baqedile ngithi. Wayihlokoloza. Waihlogoloza maphe. Waihlogoloza. Waihlogoloza maphe. Waihlogoloza. Waihlogoloza maphe.
Thank you very much, Babazani. Now I'm going to call upon the Red Berets.
Tula mama, tula mama, tula mama, tula mama, 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 tula mama, tula mama, tula mama, tula.
Thank you. The Red Berets are not here. We have got a poet by the name of Zweli, uzawuphakamisa the one and the only Zweli Nzimavavi.
Kwaqala ukulunga twafile ke kambe bethetha besithi George toka vavi uqhothwe kula Kosato besithi George Numsa ukuqhothwe kula Kosato kuba namhlanje madoda ngesingekho apha namhlanje ngesiqhathwa ngicorruption madoda eyona nto ndifuna kwedini kavavi nakwento kaJim nakwento kaJira nakwento kaNtola kanilwise madoda into ekuthiwa i-tolling ilabor block namhlanje mayazi into kokokuba ayifikanga madoda le federation kuzokwaziwana kwimanyano madoda ngamandla inkomo zikamirha zikaziyeka zikazimahlигusha samabhulu esithi sidulise thafa tekam.
Comrade Vavi, the stage is yours.
Wesirile siyabuza ubano abulala bafwethi Marikana ubano abul Ramaphosa siyabuza ubano bulala bafwethi Marikana ubano abul Jacob Zuma siyabuza uba bulala bafwethi Marikana ubano abul Jacob Zuma siyabuza ubano
imakancane thangana zowucula lengoma liculwa kulomfo
Anikwazi ucula mina Kungcono skodu kungcono skodu Sithwala imithwalo yethu angeke simele angeke simele into dlala amanye amadoda Kungcono skodu sithatha imithwalo yethu
sithatha imithwalo yethu
angeke simele into dlala amanye amadoda Kungcono skodu sonke Kungcono skodu kungcono skodu sithatha imithwalo yethu angeke simele
into dlala amanye amadoda
Kungcono skodu kungcono skodu
sithatha imithwalo yethu angeke simele into yodlala
Eyibona imashwa nguvavi le ngoma ne Mqhwebeleni idlanza uvavi Iculeni ngokwenu ke Angeke simele mele into dlala ma Kungcono skodu sithwala imithwalo yethu angeke simele Kungcono skodu, you can join us. Kungcono skodu sithwala imithwalo yethu
sithwala imithwalo yethu
angeke simele
Ngeke simele into okudlala amanye amadoda. Kungcono sigoduke. Sithathe imithwalo yethu. Angeke simele into okudlala amanye amadoda. Kungcono sigoduke. Sithwala imithwalo yethu. Angeke simele into okudlala amanye amadoda. Kungcono sigoduke. Sithathe imithwalo yethu.
angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu sithathe imithwalo angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu angeke simele into okudlala amanye kungcono sigodu thina sithathe imithwalo yethu
Angeke
into okudlalwa amanye andiniva ngemva nikhona. Thank you very much. I'm now going to read the declaration that was adopted by the 51 unions that you saw today coming together in this historic May Day. I'm going to read it very slowly so that all of us can hear what they said. Hlala phansi, hlala phansi, hlala phansi, hlala phansi, hlala phansi, hlala phansi. Okay, I read the declaration of the Workers' Summit to May Day Rally, 1st May 2016. History was made in South Africa on 30th April 2016, when 1,406 representatives of 29 separate trade unions and one existing federation, NACTU, with 22 affiliates, supported by a range of civil society and community organizations, came together to commit themselves to build a new, worker-controlled, democratic, non-racial, non-sexist, independent, financially self-sufficient, internationalist, socialist-orientated, and militant trade union federation. The formation of this body is vital, especially urgent because of the economic crisis gripping South Africa. 22 years after democratic breakthrough, on the 27th of April 1994, mass unemployment, poverty, extreme inequality, racism, and rampant corruption are the daily experiences of the majority of the working class. Workers face attacks on their living standards and job security. Jobs are becoming more and more precarious with outsourcing, labor brokering, casualization, and subcontracting growing exponentially. Workers in informal employment are unsupported and unprotected. In the manufacturing and mining sectors, whole workplaces, and even entire industries like mining and steel are in danger of disappearing and throwing thousands more on the streets. As well as retrenchments, workers are suffering short-time working, and unions are being forced to negotiate training layoff schemes. And the chances of retrenched workers finding another job are next to zero, given the shocking rate of unemployment, 33.8% in the fourth quarter of 2015. By the realistic expanded rate, which includes those who have stopped even looking for work. The economy is growing very slowly, just at 1.3% last year. That means that there is not enough jobs for all those coming from school and tertiary institutions, still less for older retrenched workers. The living standards of those who can hang on to the jobs plummeting. In 3 months, from November 2015 to January 2016, the price of the basic food increased by 9%. The year-on-year increase from January 2015 to January 2016, the increase was 14.6%. Some of the biggest increases have come in some of the most basic foods. Meal increased by 21.2%. Samp by 36.2%. Cooking oil by 38.8%. Potatoes by 120%. Nearly all the biggest price increases are on terms on which workers and the poor spend a higher percentage of their incomes than the wealthy. It means that in real terms, all those on fixed incomes are substantially poorer than they were a year ago. 13 million people go to bed hungry every day in South Africa, including many of the working poor. Yet, the super rich bosses in this, the world's most unequal society, tell us that the wage rises we demand will drive up unemployment and worsen our poverty. They call for what they call belt tightening. They call for below inflation increases so as not to scare, they say, investors away and lead to rating agencies downgrading the country to a junk status. But tightening our belts does not make the economy grow. More so when they are not tightening their own belts. On the contrary, paying workers more takes the economy grow because they spend more goods and services, which stimulates more production and more jobs. They only want us to give them even more profits. Now, a new battlefront is being opened up by the bosses, the Free Market Foundation, and their political allies, especially in the DA and other openly capitalist parties. They want to destroy rights where workers have won through struggle, especially to collectively bargain. Never have workers had a greater need for protection of strong trade unions and a powerful united federation to defend jobs and living standards and repulse the markets and their attacks. Yet never since the days of apartheid has the union movement been so weak and more fragmented. COSATU has become a shadow of its former self and is little more than a labor desk of the ANC government, whose neoliberal policies are the source of the very attacks we are facing as workers. The Department of Labor records that there are 184 registered unions in our country and that there are many more unregistered unions. Even worse, that there is a staggering 76% of formal workers who remain unorganized. Many of these workers are in the most vulnerable sectors in greatest need for a strong trade union. Those employed by the labor brokers, the part-time, the casual workers who have no permanent employer or a workplace. In addition, millions of informal workers, millions of informal sector workers are unprotected and are subjected to harassment, evictions, and confiscations. It is therefore essential that the new federation recognizes the changing nature of the labor force and moves beyond the traditional areas of scope and targets recruitment of these vulnerable, often unorganized workers. The summit agreed that the new federation must also be based on the following founding principles. One, independence. Can we clap hands? Independence. Unions must be independent from employers, both in the private and the public sector. Unions must be independent from all the political parties. But this does not mean that the unions must be apolitical. Two, worker control. Clap hands to worker control. Unions must be controlled and practice democracy, accountability, transparency, and tolerance. Within the trade union, affiliates must have autonomy, but not independence, but differences of opinion must be tolerated. 3, non-racialism and non-sexism. Clap hands to non-racialism and non-sexism. Unions must fight for the maximum unity of all workers and reject all divisive and negative sentiment such as xenophobia and so forth. It must ensure that women comrades play a full role, including in the leadership. 4, financial self-sufficiency. Clap hands to financial self-sufficiency. Accountability and opposition in word and in deed to business unionism, corruption, fraud, and maladministration within our own ranks and in society as a whole. 5, anti-imperialist and internationalist. Unions must play a high priority on international solidarity. 6, socialist orientation. Unions must be ready to engage in the transformation of our societies to counter capitalist exploitation, inequalities, and poverty. 7, militancy in fighting for the working class and the poor. Let's clap hands to militancy and fighting for the working class and the poor. And let's say, away with sweetheart unionism, away. Away with lapdog unions, away. Away with unions that sleep in the bed of the employer, away. Away with the unions who sleep in the bed of a government that implement anti-worker policies, away. Unions must be ready to actively campaign for change and must make links with all of the oppressed in South Africa and everywhere else in the world. 8, effective organization and representation. Unions must organize in the most effective manner to represent workers and serve their interest. 9, solidarity. Let's say solidarity. Solidarity. That's why on Tuesday, we will be with the Numsa comrades who are marching to the Department of Health to say, we want the rights of the workers who are being placed on temporal basis for their entire lives to come to the end. So on Tuesday, we will be in Pretoria. Join us in the name of solidarity to say to hell with outsourcing to hell. Solidarity with all workers in struggle for better wages and conditions, or solidarity with workers who want to save their jobs. 10, and lastly, support for workers exposing corruption, e.g., PRASA dismissed so many shop stewards and members in that company. E.g., workers here in Midrand were dismissed in 1993 as well as 1994 for exposing corruption in the then Midrand municipality. So we stand in solidarity with those workers. We are starting to give up on the ANC that it will ever integrate those workers to the Johannesburg city. We are now looking to the next government after the 3rd of April to take up the issue of those workers, the 300 to 400 of them who are starving and dying every day from their poverty. Solidarity. The summit agreed that the new federation must embrace a renewed commitment to internal democracy and worker control, with an insistence on mandate and report back. There is no time to debate fully, or there was no time to debate fully all other discussion papers, which will now be thoroughly discussed in depth in all levels, in all the unions, in line with the principles of bottom-up democracy, and then placed on the agenda on the founding Congress of the new federation. The summit condemned moves by state to refuse to process debit orders for union members and to campaign to force them to stop denying workers their constitutional right to join a union and depriving unions of much needed resources. All of the unions that are here are new, are running away from the sweethearts of COSATU public sector unions. But public sector workers who want to belong to independent, militant, and fighting unions have an enemy in the form of the Department of Labor, which is doing everything that it can to prop up a dying COSATU by denying these workers a right to the stop order so that they can have power to negotiate and campaign in the best interest of their own members. The summit expanded the interim steering committee to include the presidents of all the unions in attendance. All members of this committee will be properly mandated by their members so that they have an authority to take bold decisions, and more importantly, to see that these decisions are fully implemented. It is hoped that the founding Congress can take place during this 2016 year. There will be a campaign to say no to job losses. Makesiphinde maqabane, no to job losses. No to job losses. No to job losses. Andiniva. Abanivo stume Pretoria. Aganivo zume Pretoria. Aganivo Nzimande. Abanivo abaqashi. Abanivo ngqawankulu. But then, yes, to restructuring the economy. Kanipinde, yes, to restructuring the economy. Yes, to restructuring the economy. Yes, to restructuring the Abaniva. Kanipinde. Akefo Zuma. Akefo ngqawankulu. Abaniva ama-shop squads bongqawankulu abakwi-DA Khaniphinde. Yes, to active state support that must be given to industrialization and creating of jobs, and a government that must increase the tariffs, that must cut the interest rates, that must reject the inflation targeting policy, that must target instead job creation. Makesiphinde bezwe, no to inflation target. Pinda. Masibaxelele. Yes, yes, yes to targeting employment. Yes to targeting employment. Yes to bringing back capital controls. No, no, privatization, no. No, no, commodification of the basic needs, no. We shall support the campaign against the new laws on provident fund annuitization. Hands off our provident funds. Hands off Marcela Dini. Hands off our provident funds. Hands off. Matutu Ndini. Hands off our provident funds. Hands off. Marcela Ndini. Hands off our provident funds. Hands off. Anithoka okay maqabane. Phinda lelo ndithethayo. Marcela Ndini. Hands off our provident funds. Hands off. Matutu Ndini. Hands off our provident funds. Hands off. Bosuswana sibomvana. Hands off our provident funds. Hands off. Yabona ke ngoku. This is the new agenda, comrades. No more manga manga. No more amagwala. No more amatyutyus amanqenerha. No more ubheka bheka. No more ebhedini nabaqashi. Sikhulula abasebenzi kusukela namhlanje. The Workers' Summit has agreed that measures must be taken to ensure that we have a new Workers' Federation up and running with a new logo, with the new color, with the new constitution, with the new leadership, with all of these affiliates. And let me tell you, the 51 are growing every day. The 51 are growing every day. Our target is 184 unions in the independent federation. But more importantly, our biggest target, comrades, our biggest target is the 76% of workers in this country who do not belong to any union. So, the steering committee, where are the comrades? I want to commit them all, let them come back to the stage. All of these leaders of these unions. Because we want to launch a new recruitment campaign. In this campaign, we will walk in the streets of Johannesburg straight, workplace to workplace, workplace to workplace, with the recruitment forms of the unions here. Everywhere, we will ask a simple question. Are the workers employed here, employed on a permanent basis or not? If or not, if the employer says, they are casuals, we will say, employ them on a permanent basis now. Secondly, we will ask every employer, everywhere we will go, how much are you paying your employees? If they are paying them below the minimum wage prescribed in law, we will say, employ them on a permanent basis, as well as give them a minimum wage that will give them a right to live a decent life. In that campaign, comrades, and abantu abanqenayo asibafuni kule federation. Ama-shop squad axhaphazisa abasebenzi ngabaqashi ngenxa yobugwala nokurhalela izinto zongxowankulu. Asibafuni apha ekhaya. Ama-organizer alala kude kubethu 11 o'clock kodwa bafuna utshayisa ngo-5 o'clock. Iicases zethu siziluze CCMA ngoba bapreparisha ama-cases. Asibafuni apha, mabaya Pretoria. Amasela ajonge ukuba babe ngohlohle sabo abancinci besitya imali zabasebenzi. Asibafuni apha, mabahambe uSdumo noZuma babalindile. Our message, comrade, today is clear. We want a new federation. These leaders have one responsibility: bring our independent, democratic, worker-controlled, militant, fighting trade union. We want it when? We want it when? The second campaign, I want them on stage, comrades. The jobs campaign. We want to unite you, comrades, with every unemployed worker in this country, from Musina all the way to Cape Town. Every worker who is unemployed, every worker who have been retrenched belong to a fighting federation. But thirdly, every worker in the informal sector in the economy, all of those workers who are selling bananas, who are selling Oscopo outside our factories or in our taxi ranks, they belong to this federation. All of the retrenched workers will have structures inside this federation. We are creating no more a narrow trade union movement. We are creating a broad labor front of the working class that will take up the issues of the working class. We have no friends in the capitalist world. Zuma is not our friend. Zuma is our enemy because he is employed by big capital to ensure that there will never be a better life for all of us. The better life that he knows is a better life for himself and Kulubuse and who are the others? Andithi niyabazi abantwana babo. Phansi ngabo, phansi. Phansi ngosuswana sibovana, phansi. Phansi ngohlohle sakhe, phansi. Phambili ngedabi labasebenzi, phambili. Qina msebenzi sizonqoba, qina. Wathinta abasebenzi ngabutakwe yini? Wathinta abasebenzi ngabutakwe yini? Wathinta abasebenzi ngabutakwe yini? Wathinta abasebenzi ngabutakwe yini? Run casualization, run. Run e-tolls, run. Food tech, e-tolls, food tech. Food tech, e-tolls, food tech. Run corruption, run. Run corruption, run. Run, Zuma, run. Run with your supporters in the National Executive Committee, all of you with your smaller nyana skeletons. Run. Run, all of you corrupt to the bones, trusted by our people because they trusted you, turning and betraying them. You're going to have to run. Abkwapho bazawuqasha khona maqabane. Sifikile. Siyaziliberate ukusukela namhlanje estratweni wonke umsebenzi kuzokunuka udakada buzoba bude obubusika. They are going to see the longest winter in their lives. We will be everywhere harassing them. The employers, the bosses, wake up and smell the coffee. We will harass you in Marikana for wanting to destroy hundreds and thousands of jobs. We will harass you in Mpumalanga at Highveld Steel for wanting to dismiss thousands of our members. We will be in your case everywhere. The sweethearts, they can go and hug the hyenas. We are fighting the hyenas. We are not hugging any hyena. Thank you very much.
After that powerful speech, I'm going to call upon Comrade Pinda. Comrade Pinda, the stage is yours.